In Korea, the old generation and politicians said this: the game is a disease. This means that the people who make the game are social trash that causes the disease. The game reviewers are the ones who recommend which of the disease will really ruin your reality. People who play games as a hobby are sick and patients. People who play games on Twitch are assholes that show disease directly to people. Those who watch the game on Twitch or other online platforms are watching people who are addicted to a disease lively on the internet. So, those people are watching streamers die. Game is a disease, so it means I'm damn harmful disease. Here is peaceful, but not peaceful. There are tons of channels live together online. However, only a few channels take the money and leave. Here is YouTube. Very tragically for Korean YouTubers who mainly do game review contents. The game is very negative in South Korea. Now, it's less and less than before. It is a trend to instill bad perception for senior generations. If you tell your parents that you want to play video game or online game hard because you want to be seen as a pro gamer like Faker, parents will hit your right cheek and say fuck off, then show your left cheek and say. Anyway, let's look at the situation of game recognition in Korea. So first, let's start with a comment from one YouTuber who was in South Korea game industry before and YouTuber of game review contents.
얼마 전에 충격적인 영상 하나 봤거든요. 요청에서 요청 유튜브 사이트에 올라가 있는 게임 관련된 어떤 강연인데요. 그 강연자 뭐라고 하냐면, 자 학생 여러분, 게임을 하다가 사람이 죽을 수 있을까요? 없을까요? 학생들이 이럽니다. 아닙니다. 게임을 하다 사람이 죽을 수 있습니다. 이런 강연을 하고 있습니다.
When you convey your thoughts to someone, you should explain them logically with reference to quotation or data like this YouTuber. If not, it's just someone who incites someone else which is them no right. However, the situation in which this YouTuber vomits his enthusiasm is sadly true to Koreans, and I know it makes you surprised, but remember, this situation is not a past, but today's.
온라인 게임에 중독된 중학생이 자신의 친동생을 살해했습니다. 게임 업계는 게임하고 무관한 일이다. 학생의 정신적인 문제라고 하지만 연관관계는 충분히 유추할 수 있고요.
이 사건 관련 기사에 이런 게 나오지요. 그 학생은 살과 피가 튀는 잔혹한 게임인 땡땡땡 뭐뭐뭐 땡땡땡에 심취해 있었다는 증언이 있었다. 난 그 게임들이 최소한 모탈 컴뱃쯤은 되는 줄 알았어. 근데 이거였죠. 이스 이터널, 영웅전설. 뭐 그래 좋다 이거.
Violence and game, violence and drama, violence and movie, violence and the entertainment business. Where and when did this correlation go wrong so far in South Korea? You might think of this, maybe Korean games are different from your or other foreign countries. Interestingly, Korean online games are a little different from those on Steam, but are similar to Blizzard, a famous American game company. StarCraft was a mega hit in South Korea in the past. At that time, Korean government was conducting internet business all over the country. As you know, South Korea does not have a big territory like China, Russia, or America, right? Anyway, CD games and online games began to settle down fastly in public PC cafes in South Korea. Pay-to-play, the companies that make the game are not charity organizations. It's a business. In other words, money is the ultimate goal of the game industry too. When a company makes a product, which is a game, consumers must spend money to use it. Most Korean online games did this too, because game is paid to play. It is one of the first generation online game in Korea. The server opened in 1996. It's called the Kingdom of the Winds. At that time, I was really young, but I really wanted to play this game, so I paid through landline telephone secretly, but my mom caught me and she said, "You motherfucker." Mom, sorry. Anyway, the Kingdom of the Winds, Lins, and other early Korean online games are paid to play before this new system came up in Korea game industry. New system is called pay to win, not pay to play. Free to play but includes some cash items. So Korean gamers start to buy cash items which are random boxes, and people start to gamble to get essential items like a slot machine in casinos. So people spend more money to open these random boxes. The older generation and politicians in South Korea say that the game is bullshit because of violence, which I mentioned before, right? However, because of the new system, even young children are gambling in game, and I will make another video about this free-to-play game in Korea next time. Anyway, let's get back to the top. The reason why people say game is a disease is violence, right? Potential violence is played in game and can gradually become violent in reality. Is the game industry making money by humans' potential violence?
게임은 되게 자연스럽게 만들어진 그런 놀이문화잖아요. 게임이 어떻게 탄생을 했냐면, 자, 옛날에 희곡이 있지 않았습니까? 뭔가 인간이 상상력을 발휘할 때 글로 써갖고 그걸 희곡으로 만들었단 말이에요. 소설을 만들었단 말이에요. 근데 그걸 진짜 사람이 연기하면서 움직이는 걸 보고 싶어. 희곡에서 연극이 나왔죠. 근데 그 연극을 보면서 아, 이거를 한 번만 보고 못 보니까 아쉽더라. 영상으로 남겨서 계속 보자. 그 연극에서 영화가 나오는 거 아닙니까? 집에서도 보고 싶다. 안방에서 누워서 보고 싶다. 영화에서 TV가 나오잖아요. 보기만 하니까 재미없네? 내가 직접 움직여 보고 싶네? 바로 TV에서 게임이 나오는 겁니다. 이렇게 사실 문화, 디지털, 디바이스 이런 것들이 발전하면서 자연스럽게 만들어지는 어떤 문화의 변화된 형태인데, 이거를 가지고 마치 하늘에서 뚝 떨어진 화학적 유해물질 뭐 이런 느낌으로 받아들이시니까 너무 답답한 거예요. 사실 생각을 해보죠. 저희가 2천만 플레이어를 보유했었던 대한민국 역사상 가장 히트쳤던 애니팡. 애니팡이 뭐예요? 우리가 어려서부터 계속 맞춰오던 그 퍼즐, 큐브 있죠? 큐브, 3매칭 큐브를 게임화시키면 애니팡이 되는 거고, 부루마블을 게임화시키면 모두의 마블이 되는 거고요. 저희가 어려서 하던 게임들이 형태가 바뀌고 도구가 바뀐 게 게임인데 그것을 잘 이해를 못 해주시더라고요. 그게 너무 안타깝습니다.
The radical old generation say this. Some people cannot distinguish between game and reality. Maybe yes, it can be. However, does the game only have damn disadvantages? Let's take a World of Warcraft as an example. Let's say you make a party in a game for hunting a raid. You may learn some leadership and cooperative spirit. You will also learn adventure spirit and challenge. If you make an item and sell it to others, you will learn economics too. From my perspective of studying cross-culture and art, I would learn creative thinking and want to adjust it in my drama script or play script. I'm just studying cross-culture and art, and I'm a person who's been working on it, so my philosophy, ideas, and knowledge can be lower than others. However, since the radically old generation in Korean says that the game is simply a disease and speaks with extreme cases, I will also give an extreme example too. If a young child injured his leg in an accident, let's say he cannot walk and he's in despair, and he's just staying at home helplessly, and he gets a chance to play video or online game. A child walks in the direction he wants on the screen, and he starts to cry while watching him running. However, Korean politicians and some radical game haters made new laws, so he cannot play game anymore. He tries to play a game, but he only sees a black screen because of the regulation. Let's say under 18 cannot play games. Then the people who regulated the game put him in despair again. In Korea, the old generation and politicians said this: the game is a disease. This means that the people who make the game are social trash that causes the disease. The game reviewers are the ones who recommend which of the disease will really ruin your reality. People who play games as a hobby are sick and patients. People who play games on Twitch are assholes that show disease directly to people. Those who watch the game on Twitch or other online platforms are watching people who are addicted to a disease lively on the internet. So those people are watching streamers die. Game is a disease. I like to play games, so I'm patient, and so do you. Hey, you disease, subscribe and like this video before you see other YouTube. There are two major Korean game companies, and they're called Nexon and NC Soft. Next time I will make a video about why Korean games become a slot machine and the problem of Korean games with one of my friend's interviews, cause he's working in Nexon. Anyway, bye and see you next video.